What up, cappers, gamblers, punters, hustlers, low baggers? Happy Monday afternoon or evening to all of you. 3:31 p.m. here in San Jose, Costa Rica. 0-0 going into the seventh inning of Braves Rockies. A lot of great breakdowns on that morning show. Russell Gordy really nailed that under. Braves -1 still live. We know the Braves bullpen is tired. I don't know how long Teheran is going to be able to go, but 0-0 into the seventh inning. Shout out to all the cappers in the chat. We got Vinny Cornell says, welcome home, you hungover low baggers. Man, Vinny, I'm so dehydrated, and I haven't had a fruit or a vegetable in 9 days. Vinny Cornell, we wish you had hung and partied with us, and we can't wait to the opportunity to do so with you. There's Walla Walla Doe says, what's good, fam? Got lucky and snagged the Colts under 9.5 plus 140 before my book took it down. First thing I thought was you guys get that favorite night. There is Kyle Jack. Now, Kyle Jack did a very impressive breakdown of the MAC conference, but I was in Miami and I just got back. I want to put some visuals towards it. It's just too strong of a breakdown for me to just read on the show. And that's what I did last year. I just read it out on the show, and I want to do more with Kyle Jack's MAC breakdown. So I'm going to send in some graphics to the graphic team here so we can put stuff up while I'm talking about it. That's the best way for us to deliver it. So I've decided to push Kyle Jack's MAC breakdown because it is so good. It needs more than just me reading it out loud. There's Ron Lofton, and downstairs Trotwam, Mississippi Kid, Marty Muerte. Marty Muerte says, what up? Great to watch everyone live it up in Miami. Yeah, Marty, it was truly one of the best weeks I've ever had in my life. Flick my bick in the house. We have AM says, Jimmy, I cashed out of Pinnacle and brought my business to Bodog. Loving it already. Interesting. From our guy AM says, cashed out of Pinnacle and brought my business to Bodog. That is from our guy, AM. We got Big Ragu in the house. We got Mark True at Young Chillionaire. Barry Block says, nice fit, Jimmy. Let's get it. Yes, this was a gift from none other than Big Ragu and his wife, Kelly. A gift. It comes with a Florida State shirt that I was rocking all day yesterday. And, just one stop in Panama City, and then finally getting to Costa Rica. It stinks. The shirt stinks, but the hat don't smell. Hat is live. Thank you, Barry Block, for liking it. And thank you for the Ragus for locking me down. We got Anil Frank says, Braves Rockies first 500, easy winner. I wish I jumped on it. Same with Pink Eye Genius. So mad I didn't take first 500 in Atlanta. Disappointing. Bookie Lover Q in the house. We got Noli No says Teheran getting yanked. That's probably what we saw. EJV, Prince of the City, Gerald Martinez, Nut Flush Allen in the house. We have, and Trotwam says, tell Kelly I say hello to. Please, yeah, isn't she, man, when you see Ragu with his wife Kelly and Mike Nutflush Allen with his wife Kristen, you know why it's been a 35-year success story. Joe Hill said, I missed that under. Leroy Rudd said, great shows, Miami. Thank you, Leroy Flood. My guy, Leroy Flood. Noli Knows in the house. Pink Eye Genie, 13th game in Coors Field history to go scoreless through 6, second one this year. Wow, I didn't know. That's wild. Tease, no score first inning. Oh, and first 500. Great job. Gerald Martinez says, what do you think of Phillies -1? I think Musgrove going to get touched today. Vargas should do good. I think that Vargas should do good, but Musgrove has pretty good numbers against him. And now with the smaller slate, we're going to go over the pitcher versus batter stats, so we'll have everything locked down. I talked and almost broke on the morning show saying thank yous. What I'm going to do is I'm going to say thank yous to something or somebody or something from our trip on every show. That way I won't need to overload it on one show. And on today's show, I would like to say a big thank you to the LA contingent of cappers. As soon as we did our first Summit of Champions in LA, we saw the bond that was created, and these guys kept it going. And, they meet up at bars. We have Big Boss getting everybody to meet up at Los Alamitos to hang out for the big races. And they are such an enormous part of the connection that we all have together. And we had an incredible LA contingent come out. We had DJ Big Boss, Trotwam, Parlay Poppy, Ski Prophet, Whale Capper, and Nut Flush Allen and his wife, Kristen. And I just want to thank you guys so much. so much from the bottom of my heart for making this trip so special. Our LA contingent flew to Miami from LA. And also, while I'm saying thank you to all, I'm sure I'm going to miss somebody here or there, but I'm just going to try every day to say a little thank you for all the people that put in so much energy and helped make this trip so memorable and so special. Also, September 3rd, 50K pick six. September 3rd, 50K pick six. I'm going to put this right now into our chat. Here's the link for the 50K contest, free to enter. We're all going to be in it. I have my own live pick six show that I will be doing at night once a week. We're just nailing down the exact date. I'll have a few drinks, talk pick six, talk football. So please jump on it. Jamal Stone, by the way, saying, no way I'm taking Musgrove. Interesting there. Nolino says, meet up in DJ Big Boss Garage. That sounds pretty good. Doug Barnes says, shows were great last week. Thank you so much for watching. It meant so much to us. And also getting a chance to meet Red Girl, who's in the chat too. Drinking Hand says, what a show in Miami. I got to put faces on names to me. You made a beautiful family. I love this show. Drinking Hand, we love you. But there was nothing that made me happier than seeing the Cappers on in that play of the day chair, getting to put faces to people's names. And the very last face of our entire week there, the person who gave us the last leche and put a bow on it was Dom Ricci. And that made me so happy. He's such an instrumental part of everything that we do as a team and as a family. So I was just so thankful. I was just so thankful. Not only knows shouting out LA Cappers. Neil Money saying you're sounding better. Stay hydrated. Thank you, Neil. Thank you, Neil. Okay, let's get to work. Now, I'm going to try not to keep an eye on this game, but it's hard not to. Braves just did nothing in the top of the seventh, so we're moving to the bottom of the seventh. And there was a time last year when they, due to injuries, the Braves slotted in Luke Jackson as a closer. And I had him, I picked him up in my baseball pool, and he wasn't very good. And he hasn't been very good this year. And I don't feel comfortable with Luke Jackson on the mound. So I'm going to try to not focus on it too much. Okay, Prince of the City says, will we get kicked out of the garage like we got kicked out of his room? Yeah, we did get the boot there. Oh, man. And Trot Wham saying, love you, Jimmy, and SBR. Best is yet to come, my friends. Man, Trot Wham, a perfect example. Because of work, new job and work, he had 48 hours where he could come. And that's what he did. He joined us for 48 hours from Wednesday night till Friday night. And it's just so enormous. Pink Eye Genie says, so sad, can just sense Rockies winning this. And Big Ragu giving a shout out to our Canadian family, Ian, Goji, Al, Mac, Josh. Yes, what a great group that is. And I will give them a shout out at some point too. Kyle Jack says, next time I got to come out. Yes, Kyle Jack. I know it's tough from South Africa. That's a pricey flight. We'll have to do some sort of a fundraiser to help you with that pricey flight, and we'll definitely do that. Okay. All right. Coco Bongo said, I put on my big boy pants and went and got my passport. Oh, yes. Coco Bongo. Don't think I don't notice you on the Big Boss Pick Six contest. Absolutely dominating. You're seventh, I believe. Seventh place. All right. I don't know if I'm sweating out all the alcohol, Rafa, or what here, but I think I need, if you could bring the temp down in here, because I'm just feeling the alcohol. Take it over. Okay. Thank you. Whatever you can, Okay. All right, let's get to work. We're going to start with the Cardinals at Brewers. Again, this is a small card, and we can take our time hammering it. Cardinals, Brewers. I had to lean to the Brewers first five. But I truly felt that Gio Gonzalez as a first five favorite at minus 130. If you ask Jin Rummy about this situation, he'll say at minus, and has it gone back? It's actually moved in his favor a bit more. The best I get is minus 132. The amount of times that Gonzalez would have to win this matchup, first five against Wainwright, to bring yourself positive ROI to return a profit, is just too high of a percentage. Do I trust Gio Gonzalez to win this game? What, 58% of the time? I don't know. I don't know if I do. And because of that, I don't want to put my money on it. Jimmy Gomez saying, I like the cards under only for this play, like in the under only. Coacta saying, taking Brewers, I trust Gio. Well, I would say I do trust Gio a little more at home than I do Wainwright on the road. I would also say I trust Gio going up against the Cardinals against lefties who had 244, 737 OPS than I do Wainwright going up against righties, especially with the way Braun is hitting right now. Braun and Yelich are hitting. Gasling Shoes saying, going to Delmar on Friday. Our family's horse is running in the fourth race. Mysterious Stones. Oh, wow. That's exciting. Gas station sushi. Okay, everybody, okay. I'm writing this down. We shall follow along and cheer on your family's horse. Oh, that's cool. Mysterious Stones. Flip Money saying Braves on jet lag. Bookie Lover Q saying Wainwright 16-10, 2.48 ERA, 40 appearances against the Brewers, 7-4, 2.60 ERA, 19 appearances, 15 starts in Milwaukee. Geo 3.11 ERA and 11 career starts. Anil Frank said, I felt the same way, but Gio hasn't been that bad besides giving up 5 runs to the Twins. AM, I think he nails it for me. He says St. Louis too hot right now. They're determined to win that playoff spot. Bookie Lover Q says Wainwright being bad on the road this year, man. I don't know about this one. Jaime Minuto coming in saying major over-ump in this game. Wayman says Wainwright is a different pitcher now. A different pitcher now. I just don't have enough confidence. I just don't have enough confidence to expect the Brewers to win this first 5 matchup. I mean, I guess with pushes involved, if you take it down to -0.5, you're still doing -105 or -110. I just don't trust it enough. I just simply don't trust it enough. Let's take a quick look at what we're dealing with lineup-wise in this game. For the Cardinals, Fowler, Edman, Goldschmidt, Ozuna, DeYoung, Molina, Carpenter, Bader, and Wainwright. For the Brewers, Kane, Grandal, Yelich, Hira, Moustakas, Braun, Thames, Spangenberg. Spangenberg at shortstop. I just don't. And then we have a major over-umpire, as letting us know by Jaime Minuto in this spot. Ron Crawford, spreadsheet plays. Shout out to our guy, Ron Crawford. Says Milwaukee, Oakland, Arizona, Philadelphia. Milwaukee, Oakland, Arizona, Philadelphia. Milwaukee, Oakland, Arizona, Philadelphia. Ron Crawford's spreadsheet saying that the Brewers are the move here. And the Brewers are playing good baseball. I guess they're not. I guess they're just coming off of a 5-2 win to the Arizona Diamondbacks. Braun and Yelich are hitting, but overall they're not. They're now 4.5 back of the Cardinals in the division. So I shouldn't say they're playing good baseball. And Gonzalez has 7 straight no decisions. Kyle Jackson says sweating Braves as I took Braves and under parlay. Anyone on? Okay. We're done. We're done the 7th. Luke Jackson got us out. All we need is a little action here from the Braves in the top of the 8th. Jaime Minuto giving us also the Cards 10-2 on Monday. Lance LaRose, I can Cards in Milwaukee full game over. Let's take a look at that total right now and see what movement we've had there. That's the first 5. Let's go to the full game. It opened at 10. It went down to 9.5. It went back up to 10. It's 10 everywhere, but 9.5 at Pinnacle and Bet Online. I do not feel like I have an edge that I can trust. If I was getting Gio Gonzalez at closer to a -115, I would take it. I would take the Brewers first 5. And when Ron Crawford's spreadsheet correlates to a Brewers victory, I would jump on it. But the Cardinals are playing too good, and I don't know whom to trust. So I'm taking this lean off of first 5 Brewers, and I'm not making a move on the game. Dear Slayer Ski says Cards bats go quiet tonight. Under is my play. We've seen an interesting market movement on that total. Let's see. Let's go to Pinnacle and see how they hammered it. Pinnacle didn't open at 10, so Bet Online opened it at 10. Pinnacle opened it at 9.5, and it stayed 9.5 for 20 hours. 20 hours, and then it moved up to 10 this morning, and it stayed there, and it's just moved back to 9.5. Don't feel comfortable. Don't feel like I have an edge. Not making a move on this game. Let's move on. Let's move on to Pirates-Phillies. This is another spot where if we put our heads together, we should be able to find an angle. Question here for me is Joe Musgrove. And do you trust Joe Musgrove? He looked good against the Phillies on July 20th. Let's go to batter versus pitcher. We should take a look at batter versus pitcher in this Wainwright spot as well. These Brewers hitting .275, a nice high average against Wainwright, but just .438 slugging on that .275. So they're 44 for 60, 9 doubles, 1 triple, 5 homers. So 15 extra base hits out of that 44. Not a ton of power. 5 home runs in 160 at-bats. So a low OPS there. And Gio gets hit hard by these guys. 321 average, 885 OPS, a slugging of 507. Again, not ridiculously hard. Only 3 home runs in 134 at-bats against Gio. 3-0 in about. There's a sports keg in the house. Jay, I've heard incredible things, but I've still got to meet here. So I don't exactly know what's going on. I spent the week with the biggest smile on my face, drinking heavily. So I've heard some rumors, but I just need to hear what's going on before I can celebrate and start pumping my fist that you're going to have a late show here. So before I know completely what's going on, I'm going to keep my enormous celebration. But you know what an enormous fan I am of you and your show, The Sports Keg. Jamel Wright saying no Josh Bell tonight for these Pirates. No Josh Bell tonight for these Pirates. Thank you for sharing that, Jamel. Let's talk about it. For the Pirates, Newman, Reynolds, Marte, Osuna, Cabrera, Moran, Stallings, Frazier. Oh, that's an ugly lineup. Oh, man, that's an ugly lineup. For the Phillies, Hoskins, Harper, Realmuto, Dickerson, Segura, Miller, Kingery, Hazley. Oh, man, that is one ugly lineup. A. Niev says, I'm feeling Philly heavy. Astute Chaos says, Pittsburgh, Philly, under 5, -103. Philly, first 5, -0.5. Jimmy Gomez says, Phillies and under on the play. Kyle Jack says, yeah, makes the Phillies play that much better. Wow. Spencer Hicks did take the Cardinals money line last night. Not feeling as good about it today. I get it, but you can't get it. Red Girl saying Philly is 12-5 after a loss. We have this team that can't hit lefties. 240, fine average, but no power. 659 OPS. Let's go to batter versus pitcher here, and then let's decide if we think the Phillies may be the play here. Ron Crawford has the Brewers on the spreadsheet, also has the Phillies on his spreadsheet. Let's take a look at it right now. Here are the lineups. Oh, sorry, we already went over the lineups. So sorry, batter versus pitcher. And here we go, batter versus pitcher. Against Musgrove, a 162 average, a 478 OPS. Wow. Very small sample size. 37 at-bats. So Hoskins 0 for 3. Kingery 0 for 3. Hazley 0 for 2. Realmuto 0 for 5. Harper 0 for 5. I wouldn't be surprised if Musgrove does have a good start. Brandon Lugo says, I like the Phillies, but decided to skip today's card. Ron Lofton got the Phillies early. Ski Profit is also on the Brewers and Phillies today. Those are nice numbers Musgrove has, and he showed it the last start he had against them. Let's take a look at market moves in this spot. We're going full game, money lines, and totals here. Full game, money lines, and totals. It opened at 9.5. It's now at 9. Phillies opened at -140. They're now -142. Yeah, I agree with the first 5 look here. Look at this first 5 total. It opened at 5 at -108. It's now 5 at -122. So there's a 14-cent loss there, market movement-wise. But I like it. Let's look at Pink Eye Genie says Harper's in the lineup. Yeah, but he's going to be exhausted. Don't forget, he flew from Vegas, right? So we have Harper coming in. His wife, Kayla, gave birth to their son. So he's going to be exhausted. I can't imagine him smashing. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him. 74 Fahrenheit, 8 miles per hour, but sideways in. Bigger Goose saying Musgrove better on the road. All right. It's time to make a move here, and I'm doing it. First 5, under 5. And the line I'm getting is -120. That's available at Bookmaker and Heritage. First 5, under 5, at -120. All right, lock it in. Oh, no. Freddie Freeman reaches on an air. Come on, bring it home. Come on, Josh Donaldson. Take me home. Get a little 2-run shot from Josh Donaldson. Mikey Soda says, Harper just had a kid. I think he gets the job done tonight for him. No numbers to back it up. Just human blood pumping through the heart. I don't know. That's a good question, Mikey. I don't know, Mikey, and I'm going to have everything set up for you, too, for your NFL Game Pass. Don't worry. There's not everybody who is in Miami came in today because a lot of them got the day off after the hard week they put in. So I'm not sure exactly what's going on there. I will 100% get you locked down and hooked up. All right, I'm jumping on Pirates Phillies. First 5, under 5, -120. That's a very difficult ask. I mean, there's no doubt that Harper slept at not at all. Sure, he got first-class trip on the flight, so maybe he tried to sleep there. But to me, first 5, under 5, minus 120, and Big Ragoo liking it. And Pie Guy saying, I think the Phillies will pull it off late. That's very possible. And let's keep rolling. Josh Donaldson flies out to deep right. Damn. Okay. All right, let's keep rolling along. I jumped on the Reds first 5, minus a half, minus 105. Usually, when I'm line shopping on sportsbookreview.com on the odds page, and I really beat a move, or I feel like I'm ahead of a move, even though, as Jin Rummy shows us, it should be done the night before. Usually when I bet it, it can be up to 20 cents worse when I bet it. And this was only 10 cents worse when I bet it. And it was 10 cents. I got a 10-cent better line at 5 dimes. So it did make me a tiny bit skeptical. Oh, and there's Seth Hagen. Beautiful. Hey, guys, in regards to the NFL Game Pass, you will be contacted tomorrow. There's a guy whose machine never slows down, man. This guy's battery's always going. Seth Hagen working nonstop for us all the time. Nonstop, all the time. Seth Hagen, you were so unbelievably impressive this week, as always. And here he is again in our chat, making sure that everybody's locked down. Seth Hagen, much love to you. Okay. All right. Let's keep rolling along right now. Bigger Goose said, Husky Kelly is sold out. Okay, Barry Block says, as a former athlete, I can honestly say having a child while you're playing ball really ups the game within. I bet Harper goes yard twice tonight. Interesting. Okay, Barry Block, I'll do this. I bet you Harper goes yard tomorrow. And again on Wednesday. But this first game back, I mean, I don't know what kind of uppers he's going to take for the first 5 innings. But I hear you, Barry Block. But he was only gone for the minimum. He was only gone for the minimum, and then he flies from Vegas to Philadelphia. It's the flight, the addition of the flight. But I hear you, Barry Block. I hear you. Okay. And Gas Station Sushi letting us know more about his horse that's running Friday at Del Mar. Mysterious Stones is a 2-year-old colt trained by our guy, Steve Sherman. Wow, we're going to have to make a bet. We're just going to have to make a bet on Mysterious Stones. Going to have to. Okay, Adi saying, who's pitching for Seattle today? It's again the Whistler. Whistler doing the opening. And what's his name? The soft tossing lefty doing Tommy Malone coming in after him. It's the Whistler Malone combination. Oh, and Sagan said, just remember I was following you around, Jimmy. Seth, man, you were absolutely money in the bank, accountable in every possible situation, and we have no chance of any of the success we had this weekend without your presence and all your help. And there's Big Roo says, Seth is a consummate pro on and off the field. What a guy. Mucho respect. The guy was just non-stop for us. He was just absolutely non-stop. All right, Reds first 5, minus a half. Let's see what I get right now. I'm going to pull it up here at sportsreview.com. First 5 point spread with the Reds. If I took it right now, yeah, minus 115 is on the board and the minus 110 at Bet Online. That concerns me. That makes me think a lot of people, and Barry Block says Xanax helps those cross-country flights. Oh, man. And Mysterious Stone's daddy, gemologist. Oh, Gas Station Sushi, that's so exciting. Reds first 5, minus a half. I'm seeing a ton of people thinking Pablo Lopez is going to have a nice start. A ton of people think that Pablo Lopez is going to have a nice start here. And one of those was our Drew Martin. He believes in Pablo Lopez. I don't. And it's just because of the IL. I mean, I really think that we should put a line through how dominant he was. 3-1, 2.13 ERA in 7 starts this year. I think that how do we take that in when he hasn't pitched since June? He throws 3 starts in June and then out. So Gerald Martinez says Reds so poor over the weekend, not hitting. I get that. John Garcia in the house. Much love to you, John Garcia. I'm just going to stick with my Reds first 5, minus a half. But at this point, I would be hesitant to tail it. The market hasn't moved in the direction I was thinking about. Let's see, what did 5 dimes do with it? Is that still it? Okay, well, at least 5 dimes moved it to minus 115. So at least, so people saw it at first 5 minus half, minus 105 and started hammering it. So at least that's happening. Jimmy Gomez says no play for me on the Cincinnati game. Okay, I feel that. Gerald Martinez says maybe Marlins first 5 under, maybe. A Boogie Lover Q says on IL for a shoulder too. Pie Guy says, I don't know. These Cincinnati bats are not anything to get excited about. Let's take a look at the lineup that we are going to have out there for the Cincinnati Reds team that is simply not hitting. Van Meter, Galvis, Suarez, Aquino, Barnhart, Iglesias, Dietrich, Senzel. At least they get Senzel back, but it's an ugly lineup. It's an ugly lineup. Miami and Pablo Lopez could roll through them. And we just saw this Marlins team hit against Philadelphia. And Jaime Minuto says, I listed Pablo on 6 plus 1.42 ERA, 42 innings. Look, Pablo Lopez has had a good year and a very good year at home. But does that mean we trust him after being on the IL with the shoulder injury for 6 weeks? I can't do it and won't do it. Does he have a spectacular start? I'd be surprised if he does. Let's see. Need Braves bad. What are we at? Oh, no. Dominic Nunez at the plate for these Rockies. John Garcia said, you called Jimmy the travel spot, threw everything off 0-0 in Colorado. Well, I don't know if I called it because it doesn't look like, if I called it, I would have had the under. I think that Russell Gordy probably was the one who hammered it, called it the most. We broke it down together and I didn't cash on it. Drew Daddy said Kobe, I haven't cashed on it. Drew Daddy saying Kobe Valentine on Cincy minus 1.5 says enough said, boys. So Kobe thinks that he'll get touched. So let's keep rolling along. And Gerald Martinez says, you're right, though, tough to back a guy off of injury. I agree completely. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to take the under. All right, let's move on to A's Royals. So in this game, A's Royals, Homer Bailey, Brad Keller, we have a situation where this full game total has gone down. The full game total has gone, and my lean was first 5 under. The full game total has gone from 10 to 9.5. Let's see what Pinnacle's done with the full game total. Pinnacle opened it at 9.5, didn't open at 10, went down to 9 and back up to 9.5. Okay, so different looks from different books. Bet Online opened it at 10, Pinnacle opened at 9.5. What has happened, though, is this first half total. This first half total has gone up to 5.5 at every book but bookmaker. So we've seen the full game total go down. Oh, no, double for Nunez. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I expect the Braves bullpen to fuck us. And Big Eye Genius says Braves bullpen about to lose this. Damn. Melly Mouse says, yep, game over. Okay. Okay, I'm going to stop looking at that game because it's just going to make me angry. So I had to lean to the first 5 under, and I'm not going to bet it. I'm not going to bet it when the market puts it up a half run and bookmaker leaves it at 5 saying, please, if you're going to take the under, take it here. I'm not going to do it. Red Girl took the Keller strikeout over 4. And I like Keller, and I like Keller at home. But on this pitch limit, who knows how Ned Yost is going to handle it. We do know that he will not exceed 100 pitches again, ever. He will not do it again, or not ever, but for this year, excuse me. Bitcoin G said Braves 1-10 with runners in scoring position. Disappointing. Thanks, Rafa. Disappointing. So I get it from a Keller perspective at home, and he's be getting no offensive support, but just being on that limit makes me a little uncomfortable. Do I expect him to only end up with 3 Ks? No, I don't. So I think that it's still like a good look. I wonder what the juice you had to pay Red Girl. But, And then Red Girl asking if Mally Mal would take the Homer Bailey strikeouts over 4.5. Homer Bailey looked very good. And Ron Crawford saying Kelly's the best arm we have. Jimmy Gomez says, I'm loving the spread on the A's. Royals batting 199 as a team in the last 7 games. Let's go to full game money lines and totals. Here we go. Full game money lines and totals. And what we're dealing with is the A's open at minus 150 and stay at minus 150. The A's just lost 2 games against San Francisco. They can't go and play at Kansas City. They have to travel there. I think it's a tricky spot. And I'm not just going to jump on the much better team at minus 150 on the road. But I would, if I was forced to make a play, I certainly would. Rego getting minus 130. Okay, interesting. So all that said and done, I'm not going to make a move on that first 5 under. With the market moving up to 5.5, I'm going to stay off of it. And Spencer Hicks says, how many times has there not been a run going into the 9th? Well, we don't. There's going. I mean, do we have one out yet? No. Leandro Alonso could easily smack this in. Okay, going to keep rolling. Going to keep rolling. I'm not making a move on A's Royals, but Ron Crawford says A's run line may be a play on my spreadsheet. So now we have Ron's spreadsheet telling us to back the Brewers, to back the Cardinals, and to back the A's, and I still have held off of it. I've still held off of it, which is I should be jumping. And Bookie Lover Q saying money pouring in on Cincinnati. Well, that's good to know. Thank you, Bookie Lover Q. Bookie Lover Q. And Nutflush Allen says, Jimmy, the big boss called and I had to take it. You got to do you. Nutflush, you put so much energy into us as a squad. But he's going with the Alex Young strikeouts prop. Nutflush Allen's taking the Alex Young strikeouts prop. And I imagine you're taking the over. Nutflush, you know what that is and what juice you're paying? I would love to know. And John Garcia says, only once. Only once has that happened. Gerald Martinez says, how about the Giants over 9? I'm on the Giants first 5 over, but we're going to do that. Okay, so I am staying off of A's Royals. Staying off of A's Royals. Now, I jumped on the Diamondbacks Giants first 5 over 5 at plus 100. I jumped on the first 5 over 5 at plus 100 in the Diamondbacks Giants game. Let's see what I would get right now on Diamondbacks Giants. Here we go. Full game, first 5 total. There was 2 books hanging at plus 500. I want to see none doing it now. And that's what I'm seeing. Best you get now is minus 110. Minus 110. And even when I bet it, and over on the Alex Young prop at 4. Okay. Over on the minus. Okay, beautiful. Thank you, Nutflush. Kyle Jackson on the Giants team total over 4.5. Pie Guy is doubling up on this over. First 5 over and full game over. 68 Fahrenheit, partly cloudy, 9 miles per hour out. We know that at Oracle Park, the wind swirls, so 9 miles per hour out. Although it's better than in, still, it doesn't help as much as it sounds. These Giants beat up the Arizona Diamondbacks last time they met just recently, earlier this month. Scored 28 runs and 3 straight wins before Diamondbacks got that final one. So, and Pink Eye Janine's got Young strikeout over 4.5. Yearbook, okay, too bad. All right. So Young looked good in his first start against the Diamondbacks and looked bad in his last start against the Diamondbacks. So he's seen him twice in just 5 starts. Let's see who has hit him in a baseball data situation. Here we go. Moving over to this spot with Alex Young. 32 at-bats. They're hitting .312 with a .594 slugging, .983 overall. Crawford 1 for 2 with a double. Longoria 2 for 5 with a homer. Belt 1 for 4 with a homer. So 10 for 32. But of those 10 hits, 3 doubles and 2 homers. Half of the hits against them have been hard. Oh, God. Great job, Russell Gordy. We were giving you a shout out. I'm expecting Blackman to bring this run home right now. Damn. Okay. Mally Mal saying easy, baby. Nice work, you guys. Nice work. Man, I wish I jumped with you guys. I wish I jumped with you guys on that. Great job, Russell Gordy. Okay, Diamondbacks first 5 over 5 is my look here. Neither team hits righties hard. Okay, average, low OPS. But BD and Young, I feel, are very susceptible. YMW coming in saying Oakland money line, Phillies money line, lock it in. Lock it in. BD winless in his last 7 starts. I just don't trust him. 0-3, 8 home games, 7 starts. That's in his 2-year career. He's never beaten the Diamondbacks. 0-1 with a 5.4 ERA in 3 starts. I love that I beat this line move by 10 cents. I love that there's a plus beside my first 5 over 5. There's Robin Spears saying Pirates tonight. And Rock scored. Of course they did. And Nutflush letting us know that BetOnline had it at 4. BetOnline had it at 4. Okay, let's see what's going on there in that game. Was it a single? Sack fly. All right. Okay, let's see if the Diamondbacks can keep this together. Jeff Murillo says, hope you all cashed on my first 5 early game. I wish I did, Jeff. I wish I did cash with you guys. Great work by you guys. Great hustle. Great work. And Mally Mouse says, sack fly, game over. Shout out to Dom Ricci Dom called it. Hey, it's not game over. What do you mean, man? It's the 8th inning, right? Is this wrong? Do I have it wrong here? Where's my sportsbook review? Yeah, it's the 8th inning, right? Come on. Is SBR wrong here? It says it's the 8th inning. Do I need to freak out? Lose my shit? Let's go to ESPN. What does ESPN have it? Sorry, I just need to know what's going on here. See, bottom of the 8th. Come on. Rocky's bullpen is trash. Rocky's bullpen is trash. Okay, Kobe saying Dodgers versus Padres over. Dodgers, Padres over. Let's hammer that game last because I'd like to make a move on it. I'd like to make a move on that spot. Let's talk Yankees, Mariners. Yankees, Mariners right now. We have J.A. Happ going for the Yankees, and then we have the Whistler-Malone combination. The Whistler-Malone combination. We didn't talk about this in the morning show because we didn't know who was pitching and the market wasn't out yet. We're going to go to full game, money lines, and totals. Yankees just 9 games over 500 on the road. They do a lot of their eating at home. And Mariners are playing much better baseball. They've been playing much better baseball, and it all starts with Kyle Seager giving them production. So I hadn't get production in a long time. Let's see if I can refresh this and get some lineups. And we have the Mariners lineup. Lopes, Crawford, Nola, Seager, Murphy, Narvaez, Fraley, Moore, Broxton. Not a strong line. We also have the Giants lineup for the Giants-Diamondbacks game that I'm on the first 5 over. Solano, Slater, Posey, Longoria, Pilar, Avellino, Belt, Crawford, and Beatty. All right, let's keep... Oh, there's Caden. Caden now saying bottom of the 8th. Thank you, Caden. Thank you, my guy. Caden in the house. Love that whole Nut Fudge Allen family so much. Okay, Robin Spears is over in the Yanks game. So it seems like it's an 8-6 kind of game. Mariners don't have a ton of power versus lefties. 248, 742 OPS. But let's see what Hap's been bad all year long. Hap's been bad all year long. Let's see what this full game spreads and totals is. So it opened at 9.5. It's now at 10. There's still a 9.5 at Heritage. Interesting. Still a 9.5 at Heritage. I just don't like the Monday travel days. I mean, Russell Gordy talks about unders on Mondays, and this is probably that type of situation. Mally Mal, it's starting with Whistler, and then we're moving over to Tommy Malone. Moving over to Tommy Malone. Let's take a look at what Tommy Malone's last few appearances have been. He allowed 4 earned runs, 6 hits, and a walk while striking out 4 across 5 innings to earn the win against the Rays on Tuesday. Man, 2 of his earned runs were caused in the first inning in that game. So there were some indications that he probably could have had a better start than he had. He allowed the opposition without a homer for just the 4th time in his last 11 outings. I would love to hear what Russell Gordy thinks about this spot. I really would. Robin Spears says Malone gets raked. And you just think that the Yankees are capable of that. But do you trust them in this travel spot? Because I don't know if I do. Let's take a closer look at these New York Yankees right now. So they come off a very impressive series against the Dodgers. Very impressive. And do we think that they fly up to Seattle and keep that going? Robin Spears says Yanks may cover over by themselves, but I just don't know. Yes, I think Malone is a weak pitcher, but it's just you go off a very emotional, important series against a team that you're hoping to meet in the World Series. Seattle, Book of Love Q says Seattle pitching can't stop a hot Aaron Judge in the pen. Well, Aaron Judge is hot. He's hitting. Let's just say that. He's hitting. Eric Jones says, what's the total? It's at 10. And Russell Gordy said, Jimmy, under in the Yanks game. You're right. Seattle doesn't hit like that. Keith Kaplan says Yanks in a letdown situation. That's exactly what I thought Russell would say. And it makes me not want to make a move. It's just not it's not a good situation for the Yankees. We just saw the Braves go through something very similar in this game. I do not see a high-scoring spot here. Boogie Lover Q says it's a short flight. Yankees 11 over his lefties, Zach smacking Kershaw. It's not that short. LA to Seattle, it's not that short. It's not that short. And I know the Yankees fly very nice, but it's just not. Story caught stealing second. Okay, thank God. I'm hesitant to make a move. I mean, I expect the Yankees to win here, but I'm not going to. Oh, no, he may be safe. It's close. Oh, no, Brandon Lugo. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm not going to make a move on this Yankees-Mariners spot. And maybe it's this Braves game that's going on in front of us that's scaring me. Very possible. You know, we only have a few days left of baseball only, and we need to take advantage of it because very soon we're going to be thinking football. Very soon after that, we're going to be thinking hockey. And right after that, we're going to be thinking basketball. Yankees, Mariners, I do not feel comfortable here. I do not feel comfortable with Hap on the mound. And can we please discuss Larry's mating calls at the Marlins game? Danny Almendarez says, your Reds run line. I'm just on the first 5 minus a half. I'm just on the first 5, Danny. But there is money coming in on the Reds. And we know Kobe Valentine is on the minus 1.5. Just on the minus a half here. All right. Let's move on to Dodgers-Padres. Dodgers-Padres. Ski Prophet says, baseball only, WNBA still here. You're right. You're right, Ski. My fault. You're right. But this year I have taken a bit of a step back. I should have been hammering it harder. And, last year was a little easier with the legend Loshak beside me. Russell Gordy says, under in the Yanks game. I wonder what the Yanks team total over is. Maybe that is a good look to if you want something to go against. Let me quickly pull it up. I know the Yanks rake lefties, but they're going to see Whistler first. They just got off an emotional series. I mean, if they're hanging a 6.5 for the team total under, why wouldn't we go against it? Here we go. New York Yankees, team total. New York Yankees, team total. Please show me it right now. Yankees, team total. Come on. I hate this new look. Oh, this is ridiculous. I mean, what am I supposed to do with this? Annoying. Total. Okay. I understand why you are so angry about Pinnacle AM. It's this interface is not working for me either. I'm going to stop using it. Okay, we're moving to Heritage. I just sign in quickly. Log in. I think the Yankees team total under is interesting. Oh, the Yankees over only there. Russell Gordy saying Yankees coming off a big series. Oh, it's 5.5 5 times. I'm not going to take it under 5.5. Let's see what I get here. Team total for the New York Yankees. I'm getting 5.5. Yeah, okay. I was hoping for 6.5. Maybe I was dreaming there. Okay. I'm saying I could tell you were on it. Yeah, I don't. It's okay. Let's talk Dodgers-Padres. And let's talk Lauer. It was the opening graphic of our show. 4-0, 6 career starts against the Dodgers. The best record, 1.72 ERA. Best record against Dodgers among 65 active major league pitchers who have pitched against them at least 6 times. 36 2/3, 7 earned runs allowed. He has a career 0.927 whip against the Dodgers, who are hitting just 190 against him. 548 OPS against Lauer. The season against the Dodgers, he shut them down. Now, I think Dustin May is capable of pitching well here. I think that he's got enough tricks in the bag for him to take care of business. I don't think that he's someone who, if you see him again right away, that he's going to have a tougher time. I think that he can continue to pitch well. Let's look at his last starts and put an eye on him. At Atlanta, he goes 2 innings and gets touched violently, 4 earned runs. At Miami, he looks good. At home against St. Louis, he looks good. And his first start of the year at home against the Padres, he gets touched. And I don't hit that first 5, which was ridiculous. Bookie Lover Q says, Seattle resting bats. Don't see Gordon. They're getting revenge for the game with Sheffield tomorrow. Yankees traded him to Seattle a few weeks ago. Beat writers talking about it. Wow. Bookie Lover Q, that's wild. Yeah, no D Gordon on Seattle resting bat. Wow. Okay, I'm going to copy and paste that. All right, I'm going to go back to the well. I like the Padres' first 5. Now, this blew up in my face last time I bet it because they lost the first 5 with a 2-run home run by Bellinger in the 5th but still won the game. So you could have taken them full game. But here, I just feel like there's value. Let's see how big of the market move has been towards the Dodgers. Very small. There has been a 20 to 25 cent one full game. But first 5, there has been none. So I'm going to look at this again here. Deer Slayer ski like in Padres plus 1.5. I am getting plus 144 at Bookmaker. At plus 144. And if I take them plus a half, I'm getting even money. But I will not. Boogie Lover Q says Dodgers got embarrassed by Yanks. I'm off this game. Brandon Lugo says if Happ gets touched here, he's just a disaster. Yeah, it's not a very good-looking lineup. Brandon Lugo giving us the lineup. Lopes, Crawford, Nola, Seager, Murphy, Narvaez, Fraley, Moore, Broxton. Makes me think the under is the spot. My guy Jeff Joseph saying, any thoughts on this Saturday's Woodward? I will certainly have some, but none at this point. Jeff, how spectacular was the Travers Stakes? Just, if Mucho doesn't get knocked twice there, I hit that exactor. But, those 3 horses are absolutely spectacular. Possibly the 3 best dirt horses in the world. But I'm telling you, I'll still take maximum security in the Breeders' Cup Classic if he gets a warm-up race and looks good enough in it. Red Girl on the Padres moneyline full game. I respect that. No Vogelbach or Gordon in the Seattle spot. Keith Kaplan says same situation, letdown spot for LA. I'm going to go with the score here. I'm going to go for, you know what? Maybe this is the spot because what's the first 5 total? First 5 total here is 4.5. And there's Keith Kaplan on the first 5 under. I could see that, but we just saw May get touched by the Braves. Lock City says, I'm from Seattle. Do not bet them. Lock City in the house. Thank you for sharing that, Lock City. Okay, Dansby struck out, and Pink Eye Ginny just took the Braves plus 730 live. Oh, I would love that to hit for you, Pink Eye. Oh, man. Wow, did Dom Ricci nail this game? Unbelievable. Cervelli triple, come on. Is that facts? Cervelli triple? Oh, my God! Okay. All right, I'm going to stop paying attention to that because I've had many a time a runner on third with 1 out and not got the run home. Most angrily and most memorably in Game 6 against the Kansas City Royals in the American League Championship Series against the Jays. Okay, we got a chance, says Kyle Jack. We got a chance. Oh, God, Pink Eye Genie, I hope you hit that plus 730. Francisco Cervelli eating with the Braves. Excited to be there. Okay, I've got to make a decision here. And then we're going to go over all the max bets from the cappers in the chat and then make a move. Remember, the taint play of the day is on the LA-San Diego under 9. The more I'm going to hammer this, Fuego said, Chiller, you're going to need high blood pressure pills. The more I look at this spot here, I'm thinking that Russell Gordy's right on this Yankees-Mariners under. At 10, they're going to score 11 runs in this game. I mean, when was the last time you saw a Yankees team total of 5.5 against bad pitching? Wow, 5 dimes just moved it up to 11, but it's plus 140 minus 160. That's weird. That's crazy. Well, I don't know why 5 dimes doing that. Melvin saying, when did the Braves get Cervelli? I believe they got him on like 3 days ago. 3 days ago? All right. Mally Mouse saying, Cervelli, keeping them alive. Let's get that run in. All right, Yankees, Mariners. I'm very interested in the under. And I don't know if I have the balls to make it. And then I am going to take these Padres first 5. And with the Yankees, Mariners, it gets down to 66 by the 7th inning or so, 66 Fahrenheit. So I'm not even sure if the roof will be open. This roof might be closed, and it might be quiet. I'm really thinking we make a move on Yankees, Mariners. I really think we make a move on Yankees, Mariners under right now. I'm going to lock in the Padres first 5. We're going to go over best bets and make a move here. So first 5, Padres, I am going to go for a money line score. Although I understand the +1/2, I still want the big plus line beside me. I don't want to turn this into a favorite line. I'm getting +144 at Bookmaker, and I'm locking in. Padres first 5 at +144, and I'm locking that in. Then I'm moving to Yankees, Mariners. And Melly Mouse's Yankees scored 5 last night. What about Seattle? Oh, my God. Bookie Lover Q says 2-2, man, on third. 1 out. Oh, Ortega, please just get some wood on the ball. Daryl Lyles liking the Marlins Reds under. I'm still a little uncomfortable with Lopez. Kyle Jack tempted on Yankees under 9.5 hits. All right, I am locking in this full game total. Full game total. Here we go. Full game. I am making a move on this under. I'm getting under 10. Under 10 at -115. Under 10 at -115. Yankees, Mariners, under 10 at -115. Making that move and locking that in. Noli knows is on the LA Dodgers, San Diego, first 5, under 4.5. I jumped on the Padres, first 5 +144. There's our guy, Fat Fist MMA. Fat Fist MMA. Fuego Sports says I'm lost. All right, so I'm going to go over my action, and then we're going to go over the best bets from the chat. First, best bets from the chat. Here we go. I'm on the... Ooh, nothing there. I'm on the Pirates, Phillies, first 5, under 5 at -120. First 5, under 5 at -120. Then I'm on the Reds, first 5, -0.5 at -105. Reds, first 5, -0.5 at -105. Then I'm off A's, Royals. Then I'm on Diamondbacks, Giants, first 5, over 5 at +100. Diamondbacks, Giants, first 5, over 5, +100. Then I'm on the Yankees, Mariners, full game, under 10 at -115. Full game, under 10 at -115. And then finally, I'm on the Padres, first 5 at +144. Padres, first 5 at +144. Let's go over the guys in the chat. Runners on first and third. We'll take that. We'll take that. We'll take that. Ortega made me nervous. Ortega made me nervous. Okay, Lamont Williams, max bet, Cincinnati money line. That's from our guy, Lamont Williams. Matt Randall, taint play today. Dodgers, Padres under 9. Matt Randall, taint play today. Dodgers, Padres under 9. And that correlates perfectly with our guy, Noli Knows, who's on that first 5 under. Big Ragu liking Arizona team total over 4.5. BD trash. I like that look. I like that look, Ragu, but I'm on the full game over, and I don't want to make a move. Spencer Hicks said, I should have waited. I got Braves +220. Genie got +750. Prince of the City saying Poppy was trying to make a lot of moves in Miami White Claw all day. Josh Point O, our guy Josh Point O is also on that Ragu look. Arizona team total over 4.5. There we go. Braves tie it up. Oh, man. There we go. Now bring in the -1. There we go. Pink Eye Genie +730. Good work. Good work. Guy cashes winners and spreads pink eye awareness. Sam Berhe joining us says max bet Pirates under. And I jumped on the first 5 under, so I love hearing that. Echeverria, sack fly to deep right. And a boy. Okay, so then, as we move down, I basically was just copying and pasting all of the looks on college football. So I just did that. Barry Block towards college football. We didn't talk about this. Barry Block said Utah State going to Wake Forest. Wake Forest defense is a blunder. Utah State high power offense. Utah State a very interesting look with college football coming here. So we have the MAC breakdown. God, we need another run. We need another run. And Acuna up to bat. Bookie Lover Q says, who better to have than Acuna? The first MAC play being pressed. Toledo at Kentucky this week. Toledo plus 11.5. Toledo plus 11.5. I have all the breakdowns from Kyle Jack, but I need the graphics to be up on the screen while we talk about it. If I read it out like this, then it just won't, because we want to cut out Kyle Mack's breakdown and have it as a separate video. So I've decided to put more time into it and make sure that the graphics team is ready with it. So that's why we are going to do that tomorrow and probably the late show, but then we're going to cut it out right after. All right, Pink Eye Genie says, take Kent State plus 24.5 versus Arizona State. That's Pink Eye Genie. I'm going to copy and paste that right now. Copy and paste that. Week 0, a very tricky week in college football. A very tricky week in college football. So I'm going to copy Pink Eye Genie's look here. Pink Eye Genie. There we go. All right. Okay. And Big Ragoo saying don't sleep on the Gamecocks either on a win total. Let's take a look quickly at this week 1. Week 0 was already here. Week 1 of college football. College football odds. Ron Crawford liking UCLA plus 3. Oh, nice. And Mally Mal says Kent State plus 24.5. Copy. All right. Runners in scoring position. I like it. All right, let's take a look at these spots here. The UCLA plus 3 is already gone. Ron Crawford liking UCLA plus 3. It's already opened at 4.5 and gone down to 2.5 up against Cincinnati. Pie Guy said I tailed Babano on that Hawaii play cashed easy. That show is going to be very, very good this year. Drew Martin, Babano, Ragoo, and DJ Big Boss. I think it's going to be just a spectacular show this year. We have MAC action, but not a lot of Buffalo. Robert Morris, Buffalo minus 48.5. My God. Bray say cashed on Florida, Hawaii, and the under. Nice work. Nice work. I'm going to have the odds. I'm going to have the odds here of week 1 in the MAC conference for our MAC breakdown. What we need are guys like Kyle Jack and Kent State, not the worst look to cover. Kyle Jack backing that. Okay, they got out of the inning. Too bad. Okay. So we're going to have the MAC breakdown set up perfectly for tomorrow. We have the big Texas State, Texas A&M clash. I mean, is it big? Texas State's so bad. Texas A&M 33-point favorites. We have these huge favorites. I mean, if you look for a single-digit favorite on Thursday, there is 2. 3, including Cincinnati. Sorry, in UCLA. 3. Everything else is a giant double-digit situation. The only other single-digit situation we have on Thursday is Chattanooga and Eastern Illinois, and then Western Kentucky at -8 against Central Arkansas. So we have tricky spots. A. Haley says, I'm on Kent State season win total over 4. Isaac Higgins says, UCLA is my play. Kelly has a squad he has been waiting for. Isaac Higgins, get in now, because we've already seen a 2-cent move. Or sorry, a 2-point move. Sorry, 2-point move there. There we go. Copy and paste that. My guy Wally George says, Nebraska rolls, Jimmy. Copy and paste. There we go. And Lance Rose says, great call, DJ Big Boss, on the Arizona-Hawaii game. I'm telling you, that show is going to be very, very, very good. Kyle Jack says, I don't get too involved much week 1 with Mac, as it's all crazy matchups out of the conference. But every other week, we'll break down and give best play of the week. I love that. And anything you can do on camera, too, we'd love it. Kyle Jack, your videos are very good, and we'd love more of them. And Brandon Lugo says, yeah, at first glance, I didn't see any college football spot. I will have to put the glasses and dig. Okay, I like that, Brandon Lugo. I'm looking forward to hear it. Daryl Lyle says, I'm taking Alabama and Clemson in the first half of the college football season. All right, going to copy and paste that. And Pink Eye Genie, our experts in all things Arizona. Pink Eye Genie says, there we go. Pink Eye Genie says, where is it? Arizona State freshman quarterback. A lot of the seniors and juniors have left from previous regime recruiting class. Wow, I like that. So then, Pink Eye Genie, you agree with that look of Kent State? Oh, that was your look. Take Kent State plus 24.5. Okay, perfect. Kyle Jack, anyone on Georgia Tech plus 36 against Clemson? And Doug Barnhouse will be at the Ohio U Rhode Island game. Oh, dope. Nufflush Allen says, tell Larry to whistle so I can finish it. Sam Barry said, how was Sunshine State? It was unbelievable. Absolutely everything I could have ever hoped for and more. We cannot bring in either Freddie Fortune or Lucrative Larry as they are on vacation. They are on vacation. Pink Eye Genie wondering if you're on the Diamond. Or sorry, Pie Guy wondering if Pink Eye Genie's on the Diamondbacks over. And Riku Roxas just said, "Uh-oh, does that mean there's a runner on?" I'm guessing that means there's a runner on in the Braves game. Okay, not yet, right? Did Arenado just go deep? Okay, what's the Riku? All right, that is our show for today. That's our show for today. But we're going to ramp up college football. Bookie Lover Q liking a 72-14 win by Clemson. We're going to be ramping up for college football. And I really need, and John Jr. liking Utah to beat BYU. We're really going to need you guys to step up on certain conferences. And anybody who wants to send in videos on any college football play of the day, we'd be all over that. Just remember that if you shoot it on your phone, it has to be horizontal. Your phone can't be vertical. Your phone can't be vertical. Dave Drinking Head says, Jimmy, who needs TV? You, the chat, family, great broadcasting. Much love to you, Drinking Head. Truly, at some point, who needs me as much when we have the chat killing it and putting out videos? And I would happily step aside and just do a lot of the hosting when we get to see the cappers that we work with and see them on the screen each and every day. All right, one final review of my MLB action. I'm on the Braves -1 right now. Dangerous spot. Did Arenado get on? We don't know yet. 3-1 count against Arenado. Thank you, Oscar Sanchez, my guy. Much love to you. Merritt Sreppens says, good show. Thank you, Merritt. Much love to you. We have a huge schedule moving forward. So this was like a real quiet Monday. But it's going to be huge. Nuffle says, Jimmy, I told Drew we will talk about the quarterback from AZ State is a friend of Bailey's. I have lots of insight. Perfect. Pie Guide 9871 says, Jimmy, you high on your Canucks this season? No. No, I'm not. And I don't think that Ferland's body's just concussion after concussion with Ferland. And I don't think that Pedersen at this point has proven that he can play in the last 25 or 30 games of the season from a toughness standpoint. So, no, I'm not high on my Vancouver Canucks this season. I'm not high. Okay, they walked Arenado. Oh, no. Okay, so I'm on Pirates, Phillies, first 5 under 5 at -120. Reds, first 5 -1/2 at -105. Diamondbacks, Giants, first 5 over 5 at +100. Jim Rose says over under on the body count by Freddie in Florida. Pink Eye Genie says can't wait for hockey. You know, you want to talk about a team that I am. It is time to probably get excited about. Is the Arizona Coyotes. I think it's time to get excited about them, but we have a lot of work to do. Yankees, Mariners under 10 at -115, and the Padres first 5 at +144. And Barre says, will do in NCAA football. Perfect. In NCAA football, NCAA basketball, Jeff Murillo says, blind tail me, Jim. I'd be happy to, Jeff. We really need your guys' insight. And Kyle Jack liking the UCLA over Cincinnati as well on that UCLA over Cincinnati on that cash line. Interesting. And Coco Bongo says, Canucks once again soft as a pillow. You know what? The thing is that Ferland could help our toughness. But I just think he's too concussion prone, and I think he's not going to be around. You know, there was questionable moves by us in the offseason, especially defensively, where we had some guys who've shown toughness that we didn't re-sign. Jim Rumsdu says, I could see the Coyotes turning up. And AM says, Austin Matthews loves to play easy on the Coyotes. Man, how exciting is it going to be to hammer when we have NHL and NBA back? But right now, we have a couple more days to focus on baseball and WNBA. Thank you guys, man. Thank you guys so much. And Book Love Q says, Cueto, September 8th comeback. Definitely watching for sure. Barry Block says, I'm going to be studying these college football games tough tonight and tomorrow. Thank you. We need that badly. Sports Betting Review says, when is SBR coming back to Vegas? We don't know what our next move is right now, Sports Betting Preview. But we certainly had the time of our lives hanging together. So we want to do one again soon. But SBR backed us and supported us and put a lot of cash out for this last one. So we've got to see if they are happy with this situation. So that's sort of where we stand right now. Much love to you, Kyle Jack. Much love to you, Liberty Finder. We have no show without this chat. And I know that. We all know that. This chat is what makes this show special. Most importantly, though, let's get this week started off with winners. Leche, hey, los bookmakers.